Like I care!
What's up, folks? Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. We are here with the Dream Drop Distance Nuzlocke. We'll be picking that back up. Last time I got through Sora's Grid and Prankster's Paradise, so we are finally moving on to the next circuit. Of course, taking a stop down in the Traverse Town revisit to probably die a bunch to the mob boss rush in the super appropriately sized 3rd district, so can't wait for that. Before we get into that, we have some trivia by Snarling Apollo. This is Cage voice actors in horror media, so it's going to be a little trivia about, you know, your Haley Joels. I know a horror movie that he's been in. I can think of maybe a Hayden Panettiere appearing in a horror property, so it's all going to be about KHVAs showing up in spooky media. 22 questions there. I'll get the code up on screen and you can join on in. Hope you've all been doing well. It's been hot and muggy out here. Not that I've been outside a ton, but you know, in the moments where I do go outside, I'm like, ugh, better get back into the AC. Hey, Fishy, Water Hazard Delta, thank you for the 5 money. That's totally fine. Do you want to be on the, Ooh, that reminds me. So, Water Hazard, first of all, we are doing this DDD Nuzlocke, and, I have some spots open for those who sub or donate if they want to be have a Dream Eater named after them. Of course, can't promise that all of them will get made, but I can put you in the queue, and if you come up, I can get you one. And I've made, if you're on the Discord, I have this spreadsheet. So I'll share it in the chat, and then after the trivia is over, we can pin this until the end of stream. But check out this spreadsheet. And you can see what Dream Eaters are taken, what's available. I even linked their page to the Cage Wiki, so you can see what they look like if you're not familiar with their work, with the Skelter Wild's large body of work. That's one of the ones that are available, by the way. We have 12 left, I believe, maybe 11. Ursa Circus, Staggercept, Skelter Wild, Cap Cannon, Halberd, Ghostabaki, Fishbone, Electric Horn, Eaglider, Drill Sai, and Katanuki. That's what's left, so... Spoopy is inappropriate for Blooket, probably because it contains the word poopy, which is sad, but... what would you like, Water Hazard, out of what's available there? We do have the fish, that's water-related, that could be fishy, so... No one's taken that fish yet. It's up to you, though. I'll put you down. I can't fit all of your characters. Would you like to be Water Hazard? Would that fit? WATERHAZARD. It's 11. It's probably not going to fit. Delta Hazard. What would you like? I do water, but that's probably confusing for the other water in the community. Also, Break One, thank you for the 2 months. Yeah, what the heck? Time passes by like lightning. Before you know it, you're struck down. Anyone know that one? That's a classic. Yeah, the Alexa the Weeflower is still with us, thankfully. Shockingly, we didn't lose anybody to Rinsler, probably because I over-prepared, but I'd rather over-prepare than bury more of my pets. So, alright, this is not typing as well, so I'm just going to use my phone on this. Let me get in here. It is Vaca, wow! And that's from their 2nd album, which no one ever really talks about. Play.blooket.com, that's where I gotta go. I would say it's been a minute, but it literally hasn't. I did this yesterday. 6395754. And, I'll be until Pat, because I have a feeling that might show up. A little Easter egg hint for you there. Get my giraffe. Every piece of information Pat learned about me contradicts the last piece of information. That's true. I mean, Green Day's not an emo band. Like, you know, even their early stuff, I don't think. Actually, I would say, like, 2004, 2009 releases, that's, like, the most emo Green Day gets. But, because I would say, like, 39 Smooth up until Warning is pretty, you know, pop punk. It's alternative, yeah. Yes, KO Kabuto is reserved for Break One, but I have not yet created it yet, so that's in the queue. Yeah, no worries, Water Hazard. Get back to me. Alright, let's get into it. This is Snarling Apollo with the KH in Horror Media Trivia. Here we go. I'll try to make sure, but I can't promise. Oh, okay. Outside of Kingdom Hearts, Haley Joel Osment's Sora's most iconic role is probably the psychic child Cole Sear in M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense. I want to know who his primary male co-star was in that film. Tom Hanks, Gary Oldman, Bruce Willis, or Sean Connery. And Rex, thank you for continuing the sub you received from Teal Opal. Appreciate that. Yes, Bruce Willis. I've never seen Sixth Sense, but I know the twist, and I know that he and HJO are in it. Mickey, it's Riku. They put dead people in him. What? I mean, you gotta play it.
Mickey,
classic. All
All
right, number 2.
What?
David Gallagher, Riku, hasn't done an awful lot of horror roles, but he did once portray an iconic horror character in an obscure film adaptation. Fuck. Oh, I was never going to pick that. Which character did Gallagher portray? It was Dorian Gray. I said Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You could say I'm the biggest horror actor of them all. And that is met with... We got a button for each of these so far. Alright, moving on to... Got something on my screen. Number 3. Schmutz! Ah, damn it, I was wrong. Oh, my screen is stuck. Oh, I'm kicked out. I don't get to play this one anymore. Ah! Well, Hayden Panettiere was once Kyrie's OG voice actress, and in recent years, people may recognize her for her appearance in the slasher franchise Scream, in which she shared a name with a Nintendo character, and that was Kirby, and I would have picked Zelda, so... Damn, sorry, Apollo, I got kicked out of this one, it happens. Yeah, I'll scream if I don't get good writing in KH4. That's great, that's good stuff. Alright, Kirby Kyrie, number 4. Yeah, I know, but it's like, now it's ruined. 2006, Bill Farmer, Goofy, lent his vocal talents to the action horror game Dead Rising. He voices the redneck you have to get past in order to access the weapon shop. What was this guy's name? Mud, Cletus, Jed, or Bubba? Goofy has a gun. Oh god, oh fuck. Also, shout out to PJ. Cletus, yeah, I actually probably would have picked that. I was between that and Bubba. Cletus is always, like, the generic redneck name that I gravitate towards. Like, that's what I first called Bobby in the quarry. You know, the guy we stabbed. And it hurt. It hurt, didn't it, fucker? I really thought the hating question was going to be about Until Dawn, because she's the main female lead in that. Number 5. In 2012... I keep saying 2012. In 2012, the horror film Chernobyl Diaries was unleashed upon indifferent audiences all across the globe. Which KH voice actor has this film on their acting resume? We have Megan Jett Martin, Nominee, Dylan Sprouse, Yozora, Jason Dohring, Tara, or Jesse McCartney, Roxas, and Ventus. I'm gonna guess Dylan. I checked my phone as if it would give me the answer. I can't play. I was wrong. Jesse McCartney. We got Sora in Timeless River, fighting this tree stump rock. What am I looking at? Is this Grandma Willow? Is that her face? The elephant foot? Tell me more. This movie sucked. Alright. We did stab him right in the boobie. Good memory there. 5 people got that. Nick, Trenton, Dendorado, and Rex. Checking in here, we got Nick, Bonsweet, Dendorado, Trenton, and Ribbonfly. Number 6. It's a blob. Oh. In 1995, Billy Zane and some SOD starred in Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight as a demon who wants to overthrow God. What was this demon called? The Collector, the Plague Bearer, the Seeker of Darkness, or the Hangman? God, that'd be sick if it was the Seeker of Darkness. Probably unlikely. Darkness! Let's fucking go! It was the Collector. Isn't that the name of the Jeff Goldblum guy in MCU? Am I making that up? Number 7. In the 2010 reboot of Splatterhouse, the protagonist's lady friend, Jennifer Willis, shares a voice actress with a Kingdom Hearts character. Which one? Larxene, Chanel Workman, Scold, she has no spoken lines, Lamau, Aqua, Willa Holland, or Olette, Jessica DeSico? Baka, would you know how to pronounce Olette's voice actress's name? It was Larxene. Jennifer Willis, Larxene. Olette. That's really good. She's got the nail bat. And she's protecting Kairi from the men. DeCiso? DeCicio? That makes sense. Number 8. Jim Cummings, Pooh, Pete, many others, also lent his voice to the 2010 Splatterhouse reboot, but he has also voice acted for another horror game franchise. Which franchise? Dead Space, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, or Fear? Pete's in the middle of it all. What a load of horror. What a load of fun. And Dead Space. I probably would have said Resident Evil, like most of you. Or many of you, rather. Plurality, etc. Only Vodka, Jackie, and Lou got that. Number 9. In 1993, Mark Hamill, Master Ericus, starred in the horror anthology film Body Bags, where he plays the role of a married man who is possessed by a serial killer after going through an organ transplant. What organ was transplanted? A brain, an eye, a spleen, or a heart? I have no idea. I'm gonna say a brain. Ah, balls. Just the eye. Ouchie, ouch. One of my organs are not working. Terra. Alright. Number 10. In 2012, the incredibly underrated horror film Excision was released. It starred a certain young Cage voice actor as the terminally ill sibling of the troubled main character. Who was it? Ariel Winter as young Kairi, Luke Manriquez as young Sora, Ty Panitz as young Riku, or Psyche. It was actually released in 1998 and starred a young Benjamin Diskin, young Xehanort. There you go, Ariel Winter. I don't know if these two guys are getting a ton of work. I don't hear about them besides Birth by Sleep, so I could be wrong. That is classic.
I didn't.
Also, Break One, I believe we had a couple of quizzes like that. Dendorado kind of had a quiz format that was like, where in the world are you? It might have been guessing the world, but I'm not sure. We probably had to guess the area quiz before. Checking in at 10 here. We have Trenton, Bonsweet, Nick, Dendorado, and Silver Inferno, number 11. During the 80s, Corey Burton, Yensid, Ansem the Wise, Dale, etc., 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 provided the snarls, screams, and shouts for a particular species of mean creatures. Which one of these nasty species was voiced by Burton? Gremlins, critters, hobgoblins, or ghoulies? I've only heard of gremlins, so... and it was critters. Wow, that is terrifying. I hate that. The ghoulies were the original Skibbity toilet. That's fascinating. Alright, only 2 people got that, and that was Jackler and Nick. Number 12. Pinhead, the imposing and otherworldly main antagonist of the Hellraiser franchise, was once voiced by a Cage voice actor. Which one? Paul St. Peter, Xemnas, Robin Atkin Downes, Luxord, Fred Tatasciore, Kevin Flynn, Clue 2.0, or D. Bradley Baker, Waka? What are these? These Wojaks. These Maleficent and Pete Wojaks. It was Fred. Yeah, he's got a lot of voice credits. I mean, all of these people do, but he shows up a lot. Oh, because he has the box. Is that what it is? Number 13. In 2017, the shark horror film 47 Meters Down was released. It starred a person who has voiced a FF girly in Kingdom Hearts. Who starred in this film? Christy Carlson Romano, Yuffie, Mandy Moore, Aerith, Lance Bass, Sephiroth, or Rachel Lee Cook, Tifa? I love FF girlies. Narm, narm, narm. Save us, Nomura. I just realized that Sephiroth was thrown in the mix there. I got you. Wow, what a picture. That's an all-timer. Mandy Moore, there you go. Alright, 14. In 1991, Gilbert Gottfried, Iago, starred And Nachos. Iago starred in the horror comedy Highway to Hell as a certain political figure. Who did Gottfried portray there? Joseph Stalin, Benito Mussolini, Francisco Franco, or Adolf Hitler? Francisco Franco was the Spain guy in World War II, right? What's up, Nachos? He was Hitler. Is that the first time Hitler's been the answer in Blooket? Probably. Is it hot in here, or is it just me? Alright, 15. The 2002 Japanese horror film Ju-on the Grudge had an English dub. In this dub, the troubled family man Katsuya Tokunaga was voiced by a Cage voice actor. Which one? Kirk Thornton, Sykes, Derek Stephen Prince, Vexen, Matthew Mercer, Ira, or Quentin Flynn, Axel? Yeah, that sums up my experience. It was Kirk. What's up, Arca-Block? I hope you're doing well. Arca-Block, that reminds me of Persona 3. Is that a reference? I feel like there's a part of Tartarus named that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, cool, cool. I played that for the first time back in March. I loved it. Checking in at 15 here, we have Nick, Trenton, Ice Trey, Frutoon, and Dendorado, Dr. Finkeltoon. 16. Master Xehanort has been voiced by 3 iconic actors, all of which have dabbled in the horror genre at some point. According to IMDb, which of these Nor actors have starred in the most feature-length horror films? Leonard Nimoy, Rutger Hauer, Christopher Lloyd, or at least 2 of them share the top spot among the 3. And thank you for the follow, Arca-Block. I don't know. Rutger Hauer. Really, all I know, and this is, you know, bad on me, but I know Rutger Hauer was Roy in Blade Runner, and I don't really know anything else besides that in Xehanort. But they are literally me, for real, for real. Alright, and Solid Squidward, thank you for gifting a sub to Arca-Block. Appreciate that. That was only gotten by Jackler, Barnabas, and Nick. 17. One of Christopher Lee's and some of the Wise's most iconic roles is Count Dracula, but that wasn't the only monster he portrayed on the silver screen. I want you to tell me which of these other 3 horror monsters he did not portray. Frankenstein's monster, the Mummy, the Wolfman, or Psyche. He portrayed all of these monsters, actually. Smile. The Horror of Ansem. The Wolfman. So he was the Mummy and Frankenstein's monster and Count Dracula. What a resume. Who will be his victim of racism tonight? Horror of Ansem. Look at Nominee. She's terrified. And you got the Comrie Dracula bats. Awesome. Alright, 18. In 1980, John Ratzenberger, Ham, starred in a cult classic horror comedy where he checked in at a disturbing establishment. What was the title of this film? Motel Hell, Death Checks In, Hotel Hell, or No Vacancy? Isn't that what the hotel manager says when you hit the bell? Is that a KH1 reference? Oh, or is it a New Vegas reference? Ah, damn. Motel Hell. Woody, get the rocket! Get the fucking rocket! I like how Woody's human-sized and Buzz is still a toy. What happens? Alright. 19. Look at the picture. This is a face recognition test. This is a screenshot from the satirical horror comedy Cruel World, showing you the character Deputy Grady. This man is portrayed by an actor who also voices a Kingdom Hearts character. Who is this? Justin Cowden, Hayner, Travis Willingham, Ased, James Patrick Stewart, Zigbar, or Ray Chase, Master of Masters? I have no idea. Is it Bonsweet's uncle? I have no clue. James Patrick Stewart. Yeah, I feel like... Is this the current Hayner or the OG Hayner? Because these guys would probably be... This looks like an older film. So I think James Patrick Stewart's the oldest of these guys here, but could be wrong. Alright. 20. Which one of these caged voice actors took a page out of Alternative History Sora's book by starring in a horror film where they get eaten by a crocodile? Actually an alligator, but close enough. Allison Stoner, Shion Kyrie, Carissa Lee Staples, Envy, Brittany Snow, Nominee, or Brian Blessed, Clayton. What if Sora was eaten by the crocodile? This was actually the beta version of the thumbnail, so don't know how you got a hold of that. So Brittany Snow was eaten by a crocodile or an alligator? That's so sad, and it was this film? Oh, from the director of the manga video. I just saw that. I just saw that at the bottom there. That's funny. Yeah, that's what I was most known for was the manga video. Did that come out? I feel like that may have come out after. I'm not sure when the Crocodile and the manga video released. It was 2021. 21. So far, I've noticed that the Cage cast has mostly stayed away from any major slasher villains, but one Cage voice actor did in fact have an unlucky run-in with Chucky the Killer Doll at one point. Who met the nasty toy? Was it David Dan Fisher, Zalden Dillon, Vince Carranza, Zexia Nienzo, Ryan O'Donohue, Demix, or Dave Boat, Lexius Alias? Vince Carranza. Is this... you put tails over his face? You know what that calls for. That's what I'd sound like if I was being stabbed by Chucky. So, meme unrelated, gotcha. Oh, because there are 2 rocks now! I get it. I was like, why the rocks? There are 2 rocks now! Alright, 22. Let's see. We'll finish with a bonus Disney question. Chernobog may be the spookiest Disney villain of them all. And did you know that a classic horror actor helped the Disney animators bring him to life in Fantasia by acting as a live-action model? Which actor aided the creation of Chernobog? Lon Chaney Jr., Bela Lugosi, Claude Rains, or Boris Karloff? I want to say it's blue or red. I think it's blue? There you go. I just watched that, Colin Looks Back videos about the Disney villains. I'm still actually working through them, but I watched the Fantasia one. I feel like I remember him saying Bela Lugosi. I ran out of meme ideas. Thank you all for playing. Thank you, Apollo, for giving this to us. We learned some stuff here. Alright, in 3rd place, it's Bon Sweet. In 2nd, it's Trenton. And in 1st, it's Nick. Nick Part 4. Good job, Nick. And in 4th place, we have Ice Tray, and in 5th, Spooky Jackler. And for our top 10, Just James in 6th, Fruitoon, Dr. Finkeltoon in 6th, as well, Dendorado in 7th, Spoopy Runes in 8th, Scary Barnabas in 9th, and Screaming PJ in 10th. I like how you guys all, for the most part, committed to the horror names. Alright, let's see, percentage-wise, I can't really gauge it because I wasn't playing, but I'm just going to say it was 40. 34, that's a low one. That's historically on the lower end. Alright, Hurdle and Spottle. That would be Daily Dreams, I believe. Sounds like Mirage Arena. Come on now, don't fuck with me. Why does it do that? There you go. That's a good one. I have fallen asleep to that tune many times in the winter of 2010 and 11. As the PSP just burnt a hole into my blanket. Alright, Spottle. Gorillas. Okay, we're European and we're not British. That is a bad sign. That means I have to think about non-British but European artists. And I probably can count on one hand how many of those I can name. I can think of Daft Punk. I would think Daft Punk would be more popular than Gorillaz, though. And when did they debut? Daft Punk's French. David Guetta's French. I would think David Guetta would be above Gorillaz, though. Adele's British. Dua Lipa's British. And these are also pre-2001. So I'm just going to put in Daft Punk and see. I feel like that was an answer not too long ago, but ever since the Kiraning, Daft Punk, alright, so that's 97. We're also not French. We are male. We're probably one guy, if I had to guess. Or could it be like a boy band of 5 or more? We're pre-97, and we're actually 96, 95, 94, 93, 92. So 91 at the latest, because if it wasn't, it'd be yellow. I'm not looking at chat yet. If we're not French either, that really fucks me up. Maybe someone from, let's think about Sweden, Norway. I don't know. I could think of ABBA, but ABBA's not all male. Fuck. I I might need some help. I'm not ready yet, but I'm gonna be. Spain? I can't think of anyone from Spain. I mean, this is just me being Americentric as fuck. Germany, Poland, Italy, Greece. Like, how many... we don't get that much crossover here, like, in the mainstream. Outside of the UK, like, UK's the big one. Alright, I'm looking at chat. Any ideas? Aha. Aha. That makes sense. Yeah, it can't be Ed Sheeran. Let's try Aha. Because they would be, I would think they're all male, definitely be pre-90s. Definitely be less popular than these, and they're not French or British. Ooh, okay. We are also not Norwegian, and we're even earlier than 85. So it's gotta be something older. Let's think like 70s? Are the Bee Gees? Bee Gees are American, right? Or what are they? Beethoven? Oh my god. Wait, could it be? It fucking could be. It's gonna be one guy. And what's Beethoven's from? What, Austria? Is Beethoven in the top? Ludwig? Oh my god. I'm shit. It's Beethoven. Wait, what? We're pre-1783? Okay, so fucking Mozart, I guess? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart? Why is Ludwig von Beethoven? He gets the full name, but not Mozart. Okay, it's Mozart. It has to be. Right? It's fucking Mozart? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. Is that his fucking icon on Spotify? Jesus Christ. He's probably like one of 4 people in the top 1,000 that are on the classical genre. He's number 971. So he's actually beating Beethoven. Beethoven's outside the top 1,000. I mean, I guess if I was thinking more, like, historically, I could have, you know, come to that conclusion on my own. But I was like, alright, so 70s? No, maybe the 60s? Oh, the 1760s. Fucking A. Great, got it. Alright. There you go, that's a Spottle. Big L from me, but I gotta read T-Max post in the spoiler chat. Let's see, let me pull that up. Spottle in 5. James Arthur, I don't know who that is, I just typed it. Rammstein, David Guetta, Bach, Mozart. Fucking died when I saw this. Who got the new Bach album? Because it says he debuted in 2019. Maybe he just didn't have his music? The fucking estate of Bach didn't have them up, didn't have Bach's tracks up until 2019. Oh my god, that is so silly. Alright, we're gonna switch on over to Dream Drop Distance. See you there, VOD people, or rather, bye VOD people. I'll see you there if you choose to join us. Bye! Alright, fucking get Mozart, idiot. That's crazy. Only singles until 20... Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Because he had that Bitch I'm a Cow rap song on YouTube. But then he didn't have an album until 2019. Yeah, that makes sense. VOD, people. I don't like how he said VOD. Alright, I'm going to kick it to the intro. I'll be right back.